for the man of the hour. Robert J. Moore is a therapist, international speaker, and a life coach that has impacted the lives of many through the work associated with his international award-winning best-selling book, From Rock Bottom to Success, and The Better Way Formula, Principles for Success. This success story has impacted the lives of over 100,000 people through an emotional tale that has provided insights on how to determine one's worth and create a life worthy of joy and success. Robert's been interviewed by magazines from around the world, national TV programs, radio shows, and has also been invited to speak on world-class stages with Les Brown, Bob Proctor, Eric Thomas, Douglas Vermeeren, and Raymond Aaron. But not too long ago, Robert was totally destitute, homeless, and alone. He had alienated his friends and family with his delinquent behavior and had nowhere to run. Robert has come back from a long history of drug and alcohol addiction and a life with no purpose, no education, and no hope. And he is on fire. Robert's latest coaching program, The Better Way, focuses on helping individuals with creating opportunities for themselves to develop empowering behaviors and ultimately shape their lives toward better outcomes. Robert is proof that there is, in fact, a better way. Robert, you ready to rock this, brother? He's ready to rock. Oh, my goodness gracious. You are now live.
Since when am I not ready?
That's right. You're now live on Becoming Your Greatest Possible Self, man. Thank you so much for showing up today and being here to support our audience and help them learn about the better way.
Well, you know what? I'm sitting there using the better way as a business, but really I use Robert J. Moore more than anything. And the reason why I say that is because you can brand a business,
right?
But you don't know who's behind it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to brand me in the last year. And the reason why I want to do that is because I want people to get to know me. And then I want to go international, right?
Totally.
Well, I have the opportunity because I'm being coached by Les Brown now.
Wow. Amazing.
Not only that, you're going to like this. You're going to like more than that. It's like, wow. I was actually on with a big dreamer last night for like 4 hours. Greg Walker, his best friend, Les Brown's best friend.
Wow.
And he says, Robert, he says, you know what? I call you like a brother. He says, Les Brown and I were talking about you. He says, you know what? Get ready because you're going international. Les Brown asked me to do something, send it to him. He will send me international if they feel that I'm ready.
Wow.
If they like what they see, I'm going international.
Wow.
That means, guess what? Les Brown's endorsing me.
That's right. Dang, man. Oh, my
gosh. I would never have thought to be on stage with him.
Wow.
I would never have thought to be on stage with Bob Proctor, Raymond Aaron, Douglas Vermeeren. I'm on stage with them all now.
That's epic, man. Oh, my gosh. So, dude, you've been on this show multiple times, and every time it's amazing, man. And for people who are just now learning about you and discovering about you, we're going to get into your story in just a second, and we dive into the theme of the day, which today is Mother's Love. So, Robert, how has this theme of mother's love played out in your life, in your career, in your family, in just your world view? How has it played out for you, man?
You're going to actually like this one because actually in the last few months, I actually can honestly say things have changed for the better for myself and my mother.
Right.
I didn't have much respect for my biological mother years ago. I don't know why. It was just maybe because she laughed and there was things going on. And stepmom raised me. She died. We weren't getting along so well. And it was like, maybe it was because she made it all about her. I don't know. Well, here's the thing. In the last, say, 6 months, she's come to events. She's seen me on stage with Les Brown. She's seen me do the work. She's seen me do the #1 best-selling books out there. She's seen me co-author books. She's seen me make the money. She's seen me do this, do that. And you know what? She asked me straight up forward if I would coach her. I said, well, there's a fee to it. I can't let you go with that. There has to be a fee.
Right.
I gave her the lower fee.
Right.
Because she is, not making that much money. She's on fixed income.
Right.
So it's just basically, it's accountability, responsibility, my own biological mother, and I'm giving her all I know.
Wow. That's huge, man. That's like, That's some seismic shifts in your world, massive, tectonic plates shifting in your world. That is, because like the relationship that you get to build with your mom and now, and how you guys can connect and just to heal anything that might have been left there and just get complete on it and start building a new foundation around how you relate to mothers and moms and the feminine energy is just like, dude, that's so freaking awesome. Congrats.
And how many other people out there listening right now or the replay or whatever it is, how many people can actually say that they retired one or two of their parents? My dad, for the last several years, I was the one paying his mortgage. I was the one paying for his car. I bought him a car. I paid for the insurance, the license, all of it. And I paid for his rent when he came back to Canada for the 6 months.
Wow.
You know what? My dad still wanted to work because he's a workaholic. But, it was really weird because he wanted to see the baby. I have a brand new baby, a 2-month-old baby now. And he's doing really, really well. I love him to that.
Congrats, man.
And yeah, thanks. And it's like, next thing you know, my dad says, well, where's the baby? Bring the baby up. I want to see the baby. So when we rush up there, we go see him. We spend the day with him. I actually did a live on Facebook with my dad sitting there holding the baby and talking about me retiring my father.
Yeah.
Well, my dad's like, he was just amazed. He says, well, I'm just really, really overwhelmed kind of thing. He says, really nice to know your son is there. He kept telling me how much he loved me. This is the scary part. He kept telling me how much he loved me and how much he noticed me growing. And my wife was like, why would he tell you that many times? Like, it was just unbelievable how many times. The next day, April 30th, he died of a heart attack.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was my best friend.
Wow.
I got on lives. I want people to know, like straight up forward. This is my best friend. Wow. My wife's my best friend, like all together. But I mean, this is my best friend as a male, right?
Right.
Straight up forward, though. You know what I mean? To watch my dad just be healthy and then taken that quick. I got on the prayer line with Eric Thomas and a few other people, and I was talking. I was sitting there saying we take it for granted, right? And we do. And then Eric Thomas stopped the whole thing there, stopped everything that was going on with anybody talking. He says, Robert from Canada, he says, I agree so much with you. And then you start getting into hey, we do take it for granted because if the person's not here, you're still asking those questions. Right. I didn't know nothing about an RV that day. I knew nothing about RVs. I knew my dad owned one for 10 years. He bought it. It's like a $250,000 machine.
Wow.
Right? And it's 40 foot long. It's got everything in it you can think of. When he died, he left it to me. How do I hook up the water? I didn't know. How do I hook up the plumbing? I didn't know. How do I hook up the hydro? I don't know. Do I have to resort to... I'm like, you know what? Every time I didn't know something,
right,
I'd walk around. I'd knock on the window or something where my dad used to sit and say, hey, Dad, how do you... And it's like, what? What am I doing? He's not here. Right? And it was like, or I'd walk in the door. Hey, Dad, how do you do this? And I'd clue in, he's not here.
Wow.
You know how many times I tried calling him since he died?
How many?
I took him right off my phone.
Oh, my God.
I had to.
Yeah.
But when he died, though, that motorhome was not paid off. And I told my wife, I want to sell it to get the money to pay it off. That way, it's all that debt. And she goes, no, we're keeping it. I said, but it's $25,000 we have to pay off. She goes, so what? I said, okay, if you want me to keep it, I'll make the money. And my answer is, well, you're going to pay that off? I said, I'll do it in a month. She goes, pardon me? You're going to pay what in a month? I said, I'll pay the $25,000 off in a month. Yeah. And I did it.
Wow. That's amazing, man. Amazing.
I got my dad's toy. Yeah, it was his baby. It's a 40-foot long RV. It's got you could drive in it. You got the shower. You got bathroom. You got a kitchen. The whole wall goes right out like this.
Yep.
And I was also talking, I want to mention something else. I was all, Lightspeed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Brad Lee, Jeff Lee. Well,
Yep.
their father died the same weekend.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was talking to both of them, and it's like, really, man, it's pretty sad that theirs died. So I offered them, put myself aside, and I said, listen, Brad Lee and Jeff Lee, I said, I'm there for you. If you need someone to talk to, I'm here. So it's okay, brother. We have people. I said, well, I'm here. You know what I mean? No matter what. At least someone offered.
Right.
Right? I don't know how many other people did, but I knew the situation.
Right. Wow.
And it's like, people are looking at me like, how do you know these guys? Like, here you are talking to Eric Thomas. You're talking to, you're talking to Brad Lee. You're talking to Jeff Lee, the Lighthouse, the owners of Lighthouse, Lightspeed. I mean,
yeah.
And then you got, all these other people like Raymond Aaron, New York best-selling author. You got the #1 motivational speaker in the world, Les Brown, endorsing me. So,
yeah. Man, that's
incredible.
incredible.
I know, because you know what? I want to be in their shoes. I want to be on their level.
That's right, dude.
So
you are, man.
You
already are. You already are, brother.
I'm going for it.
You're crushing it. So, dude, this is the great start. Thank you for sharing that with us. And, we're praying for your family and just even more prosperity, even more love to come to you and everyone who's around you, man. And let's catch our audience up a little bit more on what you're working on today and who you are and how you serve people, man.
Well, I'm definitely. See, the thing is, when I went through drugs and alcohol years ago, I was a really mixed up kind of person. So let's start right from the beginning, kind of thing. That way, they get an idea.
Sure.
Drugs and alcohol basically took my life. They took a good portion of my life. I was in and out of jail for 16 years. I did 7 years on the streets because I didn't want to pay rent. I thought, okay, if you're paying rent, there's something wrong with you. I got more money for me. But I was not happy. I was on the streets, eating out of garbage cans, doing what I got to do, rolling up cigarette butts off the street. But I could afford my booze, right? I was an alcoholic. So, needless to say, when I wanted to get clean and sober, I did. That's almost 13 years ago. Coming September, it'll be 13 years.
Wow! Congrats, man. Congrats.
Yeah, it was at first it was heavy. Because I couldn't figure out how to do it because I was over analyzing it and not hanging around the people that actually were in recovery. I was actually hanging around the people that were actually using.
Yep. Which,
you go to a barber's chair, sit in the barber's chair long enough, you're going to get a haircut.
Yep.
Apparently.
Apparently.
So, and then went from there when I started recovery. I see, I like the learning process. So I thought in my mind, that I had to go get education to become someone because I had such a criminal record. So I went and got my social service worker diploma. I got my addictions degree. I got my BA in psychology, my master's in counseling psychology, my harm reduction, and mental health crisis. And you know what? It didn't make me feel whole. But the thing is, what it did was it allowed me all that stuff that I was doing in school, all the essays, assignments, my thesis was all on things I struggled with. So I did all the stuff I struggled with in order to self-learn.
Yeah, and like self-processing, it's like to gain the wisdom, to remove the toxicity that might have been left in your mind, shame, guilt, etc. You started like purging that stuff and focusing on, hey, this is what happened. Like let's start moving forward. Let's start progressing and creating a new reality.
Yeah, so I basically conditioned myself to mold that new reality. And that's what I did. And then what happened was I was sitting there one time. I went up to this lady. She was actually speaking at the school. And it was boring, and I'm not going to kid you. It was boring. It was about, it was just absolutely boring. Right? It was nothing I wanted to sit through, but nobody else wanted to get up and thank me. She took the time to come out and speak at the school. I wanted to at least thank her. Right? So I went up and thanked her, and that was the best thing I ever did. Because she says, well, what are you doing here? How come, like you're going through school again? That, like shouldn't you have done that 20 years ago? I said, I was a little busy back there. I was preoccupied. And then so she got to figure out what was going on. I told her I was doing my addictions degree at the same time. I was going through doing upgrading. And she says, hey, listen, would you like to speak? She goes, I'm a trustee for the Board of Education.
Wow.
I said, do I want to speak? I said, yeah, sure, I can do that, no problem. My knees were going like this. I didn't have a clue what to do. My knees were going like this. I said, okay, now what do I talk about? It's like, and then I brought that shirt. Like, I'm not this one here. This one here is just, I'm lounging around the house today, guys. So, hey, I had surgery yesterday, and I'm just kind of relaxing today.
Good idea.
So I have to. So I'm telling you, I'm in a lot of pain, but it's okay.
Good.
Next thing you know, she didn't like the shirt I was wearing, so she says, well, listen, let me go take you over here and buy you a new shirt. I want you to look respectful. So I spoke for the first time. And it was like, okay, that's kind of cool. And I said, let me know if there's any other spots you want me to speak. So next thing you know, I go in there, and then they look at me and say, okay, Robert, we have you signed up to speak. How much money did you say you wanted again? I'm thinking, I never said anything about money. I didn't know nothing about money at that time. I was so naive, right? It was fresh, green, and it's like, and she goes, oh, Robert would take $400 for the hour and a half. I said, that's right. That's what we were talking about. Just make yourself look cool, I guess, eh? Because I didn't want to forget that. I didn't know about it.
Right.
So I took the $400 and I gave them a speech. And it's like, okay, well, I just got paid for the first time for telling my story.
Wow.
Now I wanted to learn how to tell my story. So the only way to do it is hire Ted McGrath. You know, the Message to Millions. Yep. So I hired him. I didn't have the money, but I hired him.
That's right.
Right? I bought this program, so I learned how to tell my story. That story got to be on with Les Brown, Bob Proctor, Raymond Aaron, Eric Thomas. Come on. It just grew. There's no in-betweens. There's either you're going or you're not.
That's right. That's right.
Now, you know what? There's one thing I'm going to say. There's going to be people that's going to be jealous. There's going to be haters. That's okay. It's okay. The more they hate me, the more I try. The more I'll try, the more I'll grind, the more I'll hustle.
Yep.
Because I'll tell you why. It's leaving somebody else alone. So go ahead, pick on me. You know, that one person's being left alone finally for that time being. So let them pick on me. I can handle it.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
That's powerful. Wow. Man, Robert, this is beautiful, man. Beautiful. So that's powerful, and we got a clear picture of your story, and I'm sure there's tons of other stuff, and people can get more info if they read your book and learn more about you. And let's talk about betting, or beating, we should say, beating the odds. Beating the odds. Let's start.
I know. My bad. No worries. Beating the odds. I mean, you know, think about it. I mean, there was resistance all my life.
Yeah.
I come in. I was making, say $2,000 a month, and I wasn't really happy. I always kept thinking to myself, well, why can't I make more? It'd be out there so nice. You know, a dreamland you get into. Oh man, it'd be nice to do this, do that. Well, there was no action behind it.
Right.
People kept telling me that I would never make it through school because I had a learning disorder. I didn't know it until I got to high school. And then after high school, I got a class there, and they told me, you got a learning disorder. And I said, what do you mean I won't make it? I said, you just gave me encouragement. So when I see negative now, I see encouragement to grow. Yeah. I'm in. You know, go ahead, talk negative. Go ahead, do negative, because I'm not doing it to prove anything to you or anybody else out there. I did not do all the education to belittle anybody. I did to grow. Me. I needed to grow. I need to learn me. When I started learning me, I beat the odds. Beat the odds, man. You know what? When I first wrote my first book, it was a dump. You know how you got a garbage dump, you just put everything in it?
Yep.
That was my first book. I just dumped everything in and said, hey, I'm an author. Yay! Well, guess what? It never went nowhere.
Right.
There was a lot of F-bombs in it. There was a lot of things that should not have been in it. It should not have been in it. I got ripped off $50,000 for the book from the publisher.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I learned a lesson. They saw me coming, right? So they didn't get my second book. Second book, I said, okay, listen, you know what? I'm going to revamp that book. Let's do a second one. Let's not make fun of me no more. So then next thing you know, I do my second book. Well, it's not really moving. I didn't like the name of it for some reason. I let someone else name it. It was their dream to name a book that, so I let them do that. Well, I'm writing the third book. Well, this guy, Forrest Willett, comes up and he says, well, remember at your first book signing, I come up, we talked, and you said you would help me put a book together. He says, well, you did help me quite a bit. He says, I became number one. I said, that is very nice. I said, this is honor, man, to hear that. And then other people said, well, if he became number one, what'd you do? You didn't do nothing. I said, look, buddy, the old cliche is, Les Brown used to tell me, you want to be a professional person, you want to do things right, be a coach, you better teach someone else how to teach someone else. Right? Yeah. He says, then you're a winner.
Yeah.
And I said, well, what I did was I taught him how to become number one without knowing it. Simple as that. And I didn't know it. So he says, listen, I want to do you a favor. He says, we both took the Jack Canfield course. I happen to be working for Jack Canfield now, and I'd like to do a forward for you. And I said, now we're talking my business. I said, I like this. Oh, I can handle this. So my book became number one within a week.
Wow.
Yeah. And then when I did that one, I got my boot up again, got the old boost up again. And I said, you know what, here's the thing. There's another book left in me. So I wrote another one. That's the Better Way Formula, Principles for Success. And I said, who can I get to do the forward in there? And I waited and started talking to people on Facebook. I started looking at them, what they're about. All of a sudden, it just fell in my lap. And it was like weird how it happened. It was the big dreamer, Greg Walker, Les Brown's best friend.
Wow. And
it was like, yeah, he'll do it. And instantly he did it. I said, no problem, brother. I'll do it for you.
So what does it take to have big influencers want to help you, want to support you? For our audience, how can they take the spirit of who you are and what you did and how you showed up and apply that to their own lives?
Sometimes you have to be like, if they're going golfing or something, maybe you got to be their caddy. Oh, maybe you got to do something simple. You can't really get up there and just be on stage with them. Right. You got to see an event. If you see an event you like, and these people influence you, I'm going to give you a little hint right now how to get there and how to get there free and work for it and possibly get on stage with them. Get a hold of them. There's always a way to get a hold of an influencer. So say hypothetically Les Brown. So you got Les Brown right there. He's coming to your town. You know the people in your town. You know you can get 20 or 30 people, say 50 people to the event, right? Get a hold of the person on Everbright, Eventbrite. Get a hold of them, and then always take associate links. So now you got associate link and make the deal with them. Say, listen, here's what I would like to make a deal with. I get so many tickets, I get in free, right? I want to publish you guys. I want to promote you guys, pardon me, and maybe I can interview you guys at the same time. I got to interview all these guys that's the deal I make beforehand. You never go into it without your deal, and you got to stay strong. You got to remember, these people here could crush you in seconds.
Totally.
You know what I mean? And I'll never take that for granted. So I basically said, here's what I like to do. I like to promote you. I'll put my hard work in promoting you. I'll interview all the people getting on stage. I'll make sure it's well recognized. But can I get my 15 minutes on stage? They say, without doing a sale, yes. You can't do a sale. You can't promote. You can't do a sale. You just got to speak. I said, that's okay. I said, I took Ted McGrath. You know what I mean? That's exactly what I said.
Yep.
And it was like, okay, well, this is pretty cool. But when the time actually come, it was like the last few minutes of that. And I was just a little bit off of the number I said I was going to get for that event. And Raymond Aaron looks at me and says, you never got your quota. He's pretty firm, and he's pretty firm. A beautiful man, but he's pretty firm on what he says. Yeah. If he says, he wants this amount, that's what you got to give him. You agree to it.
Yeah.
So I didn't get the 15 minutes on stage. I got 5 minutes on stage. I said, well, that's really all I need.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I said, the point is I'm on stage with Les Brown, Bob Proctor, and yourself.
That's right.
And you know what? That's okay if it's only 5 minutes. The point is I didn't really need any more than that. I just wanted to feel the rush of being sharing the stage with the best people in the world.
That's right.
And I got that chance. Now I know how, like, because of that, I got other influencers coming to me, say, hey, would you like to help me out with this project? You know, the movie The Secret.
Yep.
I'm a good portion of them are talking to me.
Wow.
It's like, what just happened? Everything just changed.
Mm.
I wanted to be better. I took action, but I became the low baller doing it.
Mm.
And now that it branded me from here to here.
Yeah.
Right. And at the same time, here's what happened. I decided right afterwards, I said, you know what? I got to figure out a way to make this money for my dad's RV.
Right.
So I decided, well, magnetic entrepreneur, a personality that attracts.
Mm-hmm.
I said, if I'm going to write that book, I was actually going to write it about my business, nothing more. And I said to myself, why not get other people, other entrepreneurs involved and let them grow with me?
Mm.
So now I got 10 to 15 people in it that are actually going to be co-authors.
Mm-hmm.
They each paid for a chapter, right?
Yep.
And I'm already best-selling author as it is.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have a celebrity, because I know a few of them,
Mm-hmm.
to do the foreword.
Wow.
So Tony Salini and his dad, they're the ones that worked on the movie The Secret.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually doing my foreword.
Wow. My gosh. So it really takes just being willing to help them out for their cause. I heard, like, what do you guys want? They want to sell tickets. They want more butts and seats. They want people at the event. And you do your best. You get everything you got. And just by virtue of you showing up and saying, I'm committed to rising above everyone else who's just an attendee, who just wants to come and then, leech, so to speak. You're like, I want to give back. I want to serve you guys. How can I support? So you do that. And even if you don't hit your target necessarily, they still admire the effort. They still admire that you showed up, and they're still willing to, I don't want to say throw you a bone, but, help you out, like really give you that spotlight.
They will recognize, like Raymond Aaron, for instance, when I got off the stage, he was really, really amazed. He says, you did exceptionally well. He said, I honestly didn't think you were that good at first, but then he says, well, once you get on stage, you killed it. And I said, here it is, coming from New York best-selling author, one that writes books with Jack Canfield.
Yep.
That means a lot to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That meant a lot. So, and then Les Brown telling me the other day, send him a promo and he'll send it off to the appropriate people. How do you think that makes me feel? A long ways away from eating garbage out of the garbage cans, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Man. Holy
but
moly.
You got to know your why, guys. I'm gonna stress this enough. You got to know your why. You can't sit there and say, "Oh, my why is this, my why is that," and not really have a heart in it. If your heart is not in that why, then it's not your why. My why is my family right here. I'm married with children, and that's my why. I can't see. I've told my wife straight forward, you could work for me. I told my kids you could work for me too, right? But it's up to them if they want to do the work.
Right.
I don't want my wife working. It's up to her. If she wants to work, it's her choice. Otherwise, I'll retire her. Yeah.
So you said this book, it's called. You said you're going to call it Magnetic Entrepreneur?
Yes.
That's awesome. Tell me more about. Tell us more about how that came to fruition, how you got the idea, and what do you see as the projection into 2018, the rest of 2018 for the book?
I'm not predicting any less than New York best-selling author.
That's right.
No less. We got 15 people. Okay. Here's the way it's going to work. I've asked several people, "Do you want to be co-author with me?" It's $1,000 a chapter. You really can't go wrong. I'm already put myself on the line as a best-selling author, award-winning author internationally. I'm an international speaker. I've already got a name. Now I've already been seen on stage. So now I'm looking branding. I'm branding up and up. All right. Now some of these people have never even wrote a book. They've never even wrote anything.
Right.
But they wanted to write a book to see how it feels. So I said, "Do you own a business?" I said, "Are you kind of successful? Can you talk about the obstacles that you went through to get there?" Oh, most definitely. Some of them didn't know how to tell the story. So I used Ted McGrath's situation and I taught them how to do it. right? And that's the only way to do it. So now that they're doing that, this one guy blew me away. His story, his story was unbelievable. He's never wrote anything like that before in his life.
Wow.
He blew me away. He's like, I could not believe it. I showed my mother-in-law the other day. She's my editor for everything. Eh? My mother-in-law, and plus I hired a contractor on too to do this book with me, because you know what, I might own RJM Publishing, but the problem is that was only when I really didn't have much going on in life. I just wanted to look cool or something. I can't keep doing everything. But mine's a contracted out. Let someone else that actually does it for a living, right, hire them on, and let them come in as a contract. So every time I do a book, I go right to them. They know exactly what I want. They know exactly the concept and everything else at that part. I co-author books with certain individuals too. Like there's one person right now, I'm co-authoring a book as I speak. We're doing 5 or 6 chapters each. So that's like, you know, probably about 100 pages on Word. Wow. It's a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got to go with the price too, right? I'm giving him 100% of the rights at the end.
Wow.
I'm not taking no royalties out of it.
That's awesome.
I'm asking for his name to be first, mine to be second. Because that brands him up now. Wow. He told me he wants to learn things. I said, I'll teach you. It doesn't matter if my name's second or not. Why? I've already made my name.
Right.
I'm already there. I'm going to climb more and more. It's time for someone else to grow. And that's the way you got to do it. If you're going to put their name first, it's very intriguing for someone to walk in and say, hey, I'm in.
Yeah.
You know, it's more approachable, eh? I let them name the book. You give me the title. Let me know what the theme is of the book. Now, well, let's write it.
Beautiful. Beautiful, man. So is this book writing avenue, is that something that you see yourself investing more in the future?
I'll definitely write. I'll probably write another 20, 30 books. No big deal.
Yep.
But I won't write one for myself probably. I'll probably write one with other people, co-author books with other people. The more I get up, it's easier to get people into the book paying $1,000, $2,000 for a chapter, right, than it is to get people to actually buy your book at the end.
Totally.
If you don't know the right marketing, your book's dead. One thing about books, I will stress out another thing about books. If you don't know the right platform, you don't know the right, venue, how to get them out there, how to do it right, your book's not going to make it nowhere. The Big Dreamer told me about him making 26,000 books this year alone he sold.
Wow.
That's like $288,000.
That's awesome.
That's over $250,000. But the thing is, we know how to do that. We know how to get our books out there like that. We know how to focus on what we want out of that book.
Right.
Some people get the books and they're like, well, what do I do now? It's on Amazon. It's on 36,000 different, online distribution centers. How come it's not selling? One lady came to me, I'll be honest with you. One lady came to me. She has a PhD. She's actually working at a university here in Canada. I'm not going to say her name, not going to say the university, but she wants help. She wrote a book, very successful book, but not as successful as becoming #1 or not as successful as it actually going anywhere. Right. She thought it was a very smart book. And so I said, here's the package I offer. I'll even do your forward for you. I'll have my people go right through your book and then talk to you, see what you want to change, see what you want to do differently. And boom, I'll go on as a forward and I'll help you out. And if I'm on a book, you better be sure I'm going to help promote it.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Because that brings me up as much as you.
Yep.
So I was just on with my web designer today. I'm actually revamping a whole brand new website. It's called Robert J. Moore Inspires.com.
Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome, man.
So I think because I'm moving more into more speaking here and speaking there. There's another thing I want to say too, credibility. We all talk about credibility, but do we know what it is? So a lot of people don't. All right. Credibility is not something that I say about myself. So all the stuff I'm saying right now, that's not credibility. Credibility is what others are saying about me. So when they're giving me the credit for, hey, listen, he was on stage, he was really, really good, he was doing well. How about this for credibility? I had one of my students. They thought it was amazing to get themselves out of the gutter, be focused. They nominated me for honorary doctorate degree, and I won it.
Wow.
That's like, can you imagine?
That's amazing.
Dr. Robert Moore. You know what I mean? Like, as long as you put the honors at the end of it, you're okay.
Right.
Like that's one, and I have no problem with that. Hey, no worries there. Right. That's a hard thing to get, and I'm getting it.
Dang.
You know? And then I've been asked to speak London, England. I've been asked to speak this spot, that spot. It's really moving quite nicely.
Man, that's beautiful. So how do you see your family playing into the dynamic of being a successful entrepreneur and writing more books and traveling and speaking the world?
My family's very supportive.
Yeah.
Very supportive. If I have to pull them out of school and put them in like a homeschooling or something for the time being, or get enough homework for them to do for that week, they don't mind. Right? And the wife's like, well, let's go. What are we waiting for?
Right.
Right? You know what I mean? But my mother-in-law is my number one supporter. Big time. She's not my number one supporter. She's like right there. She said if she knows I'm on stage, she'll go out and tell all the people, hey, listen, let's go see Robert on stage. And oh yeah, she's there 100%. So my family on the wife's side is absolutely amazing. I have very few family on my side now. They're all like, and then I don't talk to them much and that. I was like the black sheep when I was growing up. But I'm just glad my dad got to see and my stepmom got to see that I was doing exceptionally well before he actually died.
Wow.
But now I have the RV if I want to get up and ride down to California.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Right. I can do that.
Dang, man.
40-foot bus, buddy. Stop at Walmart, I'm crashing for the night.
Right? That's awesome, man. Who are some of your other role models or inspirations that you're excited to work with and speak on stage with in the near future?
Well, I got Brian Tracy. I'm supposed to be speaking on stage possibly in September. You know what? Another thing that blew me away, I just want to mention this. I didn't know this till the other day. Someone was looking at my YouTube the other day. I didn't know what they were looking for or how to really use YouTube yet. But they were looking through YouTube and they said, did you know you have Ziegler on there? And I said, what do you mean? I mean, I know who he is. He died a couple of years ago. He says, well, he posted a comment on there before he died. I said, you got to be kidding me. I said, that is like that. If I would have known that, it would have been like, wow, this is rising up already. One of the top guys in the world back then.
Zig Ziglar wrote a comment on one of your YouTube videos?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know which one. I got to find it now. You know, he pointed it out, and it's like, oh, my God, you got to be kidding me.
That's incredible.
So I mean, even Eric Thomas, who would have thought like I get on the men's prayer group all the time, and him and I have good conversations. Who would have thought I'd be talking to him?
Yeah, he's a beast.
Right? It just kind of happened. You know what I mean? Like, who would think that you and I would meet? Social media.
Man.
You know what I mean? And I've been on this show with some pretty fantastic people.
Yeah.
You know?
Just the beginning, man. Just the beginning.
Just the beginning is correct. You know, I do want to travel the world. I do want to be able to be in different areas of the world. But you want to know something fantastic? If you guys aren't spiritual, I'm going to give you a little something here. Yeah. Remember I said I was in that jail for many, many years, 16 years. That left me a criminal record. For 11 years, I was trying my best to get a criminal record expunged or deleted or whatever. You know, it's called a pardon here. That's why I said that, because every part of the world is something different. Well, I couldn't get it. And finally, I get a call from London, England. I think it was 2015. No, 16. Pardon me, 16. I get a call saying, "Hey, listen, would you like to come in March because you've won the Author of the Year award? We have a flat here for you. You just pay for your ticket. Come on out, get yourself your passport. Away we go." Without hesitation, I said, yes, I'll be there no matter what.
Mm.
Now, keep in mind, I still got a criminal record. I've been trying for years. They kept sending it back saying, no, you're not eligible. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. And it's like 11 years. I just couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong. When I hired someone, right before I talked to these people about London, England, it was about 6 months before, I said, listen, I finally need help. I don't know what I'm doing, obviously, because they went through it, fine-tooth comb. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. I was nervous about going to London, England, because I went and bought my tickets, and I never put no insurance on it. I didn't put no insurance on it for the one purpose. I had it set in my heart, body, and soul that I was going no matter what.
Yep. No other option.
You know, there was no other option. So either way, I had my passport. I somehow I got that. And I said, criminal record and that, I'm going. A week before I left to go there to London, England, I got a piece of mail. That piece of mail granted me my pardon. Wow. It was like, are you for real? Like, seriously. I just like kind of fell to the ground and had tears in my eyes. And wow. It's like, wow. It was a big lift off my shoulders. Wow. So I used the tickets, went down there, got the Author of the Year award, and flew back down home. And it's like, wow, that really happened. Red carpet event, too, of all things. Red carpet event. I had the black tie on. I actually spoke on the same stage as Winston Churchill did years ago. Wow. It was kind of neat.
Yeah. Dude, that's epic. So that's just like take the action and trust that everything's going to work out. Have the faith that the universe has our back. That God's going to provide.
Well, you know what? There's no other way. There's really no other way. Like they say in the movie The Secret, right? The movie The Secret, they say all we are is molecules. All we are is vibrations. Right. You want to send it out there negative, that's all you're going to get is negative back. I've done that for years. I lived that life. I mean, I don't need negative. I look at negative now as an opportunity to grow. That's all you can do. And I'm guaranteeing, man, I'm gonna do exceptionally well this year. Yes. I mean, I've always dreamt, you know, hey, listen, I'm going to make six figures. I was joking around with people. It's what? June now. I've already cracked that.
Dude, awesome.
You know what I mean? I've already cracked that.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, like, okay, well, this is actually cool. So should I go seven figures now?
That's right.
But it's not about the money, though. It's about how you make the money.
Yeah.
Right? People don't understand that. I could go out there and I could make $1 million, no problem. But if you're not making it the right way, you're either not going to keep it, right? Or there's something going to happen to that money that you're going to have to spend getting the extra training, and you're not going to have that money. So I've invested 10 years of my life, though, studying hardcore 38 people, top people in the world, right from Ziegler, right to Tony Robbins, Les Brown, Eric Thomas, Douglas Van Muren, you name it. I studied them. If they're top in the world, they have the top programs in the world. So now I'm taking each of their program and making it my own. So now, hopefully, if I'm being endorsed by Les Brown, I'm going to be top of the world.
That's right.
You know what
That's
I mean?
right, Robert.
I just want to help as many people as I can the way I know how.
That's right. Yes, man. So beautiful. So, dude, let's begin wrapping up. What are the final takeaways we want to give to our audience tonight? What do we want them stepping forward with into their future?
Believe. Put a vision. Put your vision out there. We all have a vision. Get yourself a vision board if you need to. Me, I put it on my laptop. I just put it on Word program, put it on there. I mean, I travel so much. I mean, you can't just put it on the wall. You'll never see it. You know what I mean? Maybe once every 2 weeks or something. Right. So put it on my laptop, convert it into PDF.
Yep.
Once a year, I'll do one. I'll say, this is what I'm going to do. This is how it's going to happen. And you know what? Stare at it every morning. Do like a little vibration prayer, whatever you need to do. You have to believe in something. You just can't believe in the fact that, oh, well, it happens. It's going to happen. No, you have to heart, body, and soul. You got to put your all into it.
Mm.
You know, your heart, body, and soul will tell a lot.
Wow. Dude, so beautiful. So, Robert, people want to know, how do they stay connected with you, and what can they do next? How can they take the next step with you on their journey, man?
Well, like I say, I co-author books. I help even speakers get on stage.
Mm.
Right now, I got 10 events going on. Before Christmas, I want to put 100 speakers on stage.
Wow.
100 speakers. It doesn't matter if you're new. We like to get people on there to sell their product. Or if you're new, get the smaller package, get 10, 15 minutes on there, just to get recognized. And then next year, we're doing a summit of over 5,000 people.
Yes.
Now, I got people, I'm going to tell you. Remember I told you about the media guy last year? What happened was I hired him, but I said, I don't want to hire you in a way that you typically would work. Because what do you mean? I said, typically you do all the work and then you get me out there. He goes, yes. I said, that's not what I want. I want you to teach me what you're going to do for that month. That was the difference. Wow. So he gave me all the templates for my business and all the stuff and the structure. And he gave me a list and a list and a list of all the different TV shows in Canada, all the different podcast plays, all the different radio shows, magazines all over the world. That's how I became all over the world.
Damn.
I started doing scripts all over to them. I've been in magazines all over the place.
That's awesome.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to ask that one person, look, I know you're doing your job, but can you actually move it this way?
Right.
Teach me what you're doing 1 month.
Get custom, you know, like
He's from Florida. He's a top media guy out in Florida in the U.S. area.
Yeah.
Right. The best thing is I got him to come down. He's not charging me a dime. Not charging me a dime. Out of respect, because he's watched me grow. He's got a new program coming out. He's going to come out to Canada, fly out here, do a 2-day event with me, and then go back.
Wow. That's amazing. So it's think outside of the box, and everything is negotiable, you know, that's like everything you can find a win-win. You can create solutions. So I love that, dude. Robert, you're the man. You're the man.
What's your worth? Think about it. What's your worth?
If
you don't know your worth, you better step back. I remember someone asking me before, Chris, you remember someone asking you before, hey, what do you charge? And it's like, I don't know. You don't want to be too harsh on them. You don't want to say too high. But then you remember in your mind, someone's sitting there saying, whatever your hourly wage is, times it by 10. So that's what I did.
That's
and
right.
It worked. So then I started getting like a celebrity status here and there.
Yeah.
So I doubled again by 10.
That's right. That's right.
Know? Hey, if I'm going to work too hard, I got to get paid for it.
Yep.
Because you know what? I got a family to feed. I'm taking time out of their hands.
Yep.
I got this great, big, beautiful RV I got to run. Home away from home.
That's right. So, dude, how do they find you on social media, and what can they do next?
Okay, I'm on Robert J. Moore on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter. I don't really use. Okay. It's there, but I don't really use it. LinkedIn, I can be found. My new website is going to be robertjmooreinspires.com. That's just being built this week. Okay. So you can actually get a hold of me on the old one, thebetterwaycoaching.com too. So you know what? People can always find you if they want to.
That's right. That's right.
People can always find you. Plus, they can find me. I'm always tagged to one of yours.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are, man. Dude,
you know.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Robert, you're the man. I'm super excited for you and your family, and keep us posted on the Magnetic Entrepreneur. And when that's launching, all that good stuff, dude, we're so proud of you, man, and you're doing amazing.
Before I get off here, I want to say one thing.
Yeah.
You know, not enough people give you respect, Chris. You're doing a wonderful job, and I want to thank you from my heart, body, and soul to all the people out there that haven't talked to you yet. For all the people out there that you're helping, you're spending 12 hours a day, jugs of bloody water like this sometimes. You know what I mean? See what I'm saying? 12 hours a day, committing yourself to people and hopefully coaching others and hopefully moving forward with your own business.
Yes.
I'm going to say epic, man. Epic. Right on, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank
Respect.
you. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
One day we're going to meet up and maybe we'll share a stage together, or maybe
right.
a podcast right in front of each other.
That's right, man. That's right. In person's the best. It's the best.
All right, brother. You rock.
Dude, you rock. Keep up the heat. Have the best week ever, and we'll see you soon, okay?
Cheers.
Later, man.